Good morning, afternoon, and evening to my fellow viewers. My name is Homo Burger, and today we will be reviewing an old yet charming visual novel. The story of two protagonists and set in the future in the year 2017. Well, technically it's in the past, but I guess people back then thought it was going to be futuristic. A visual novel with great visual for its time and a banger soundtrack that is forever memorable. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Ever 17, The Art of Infinity. So before we get started, just a quick reminder that I will be covering the original 2002 release of Ever 17, not the 2011 remake for the Xbox 360. Are we good now? Okay, let's continue on. Our story starts on 1st May 2017. Our first protagonist is a young man named Takeshi Kuranari, who in fact is voiced by Soichiro Hoshi or Takeshi Aiba. If you don't know who he is, then I'm pretty sure you heard his voice before, because he voiced Keiichi in Higurashi and Takeru in Love. He enters the Lemu underwater theme park and now is searching for his friends who he went with. So after fooling around a bit, suddenly an accident occurs in the facility which causes the theme park to collapse into the sea. Everybody managed to evacuate except for 6 people, which includes Takeshi, of course. That being the secondary protagonist, Kid or Shonen, I think I'll just call him Shonen for the entirety of this video, who suffers from amnesia. Then we have the heroines Sugumi Komachi, Akane Sora, Yu, and Koko. A quick side note is that when you choose your protagonist to be Shonen instead, Koko is switched to Sara Matsunaga. For the sake of this review, we'll only be discussing the story based on Takeshi's POV. Sorry, Sara. Also for the roots, Takeshi's POV has Sugumi and Sora, while Shonen POV has Yu and Sara, Koko being the true ending route. Lemu is set to implode on the 6th of May 2017. So basically for the remaining days in Lemu, the gang has to do repairs in Lemu, try to find contact with the outside world, fool around, etc. I won't get too in detail about the character development of the characters in this case, but it gets interesting that you won't stop reading it. It doesn't get too serious until near the end of the story, where Koko suddenly collapses and it's revealed that there's a virus in the facility called Blau, aka TB. From there, it's a race against time to somehow escape the facility and also not die from the virus, simultaneously learning more about the facility by itself and the people who are behind it. I won't go in depth for Shonen's POV as I feel like I might spoil the story even if I give a bit of information about it. Besides, it's recommended to finish all of Takeshi's stories first before moving on to the Shonen routes. Trust me, you're doing yourself a favor here. One thing I like about this story is that the character development is top notch. It makes you feel like you're really Takeshi interacting with the other girls trapped in the facility. Takeshi being a 20-year-old college student who quickly takes the lead and tries to assess the situation at hand, no matter how tough the situation is. Shonen, a teenage boy, tries to learn who he truly is and slowly get back with the world around him, even if he struggles with it a lot. Sugumi, tsundere, who tries to distance herself from the gang, and who slowly as the story progresses starts warming up to you, especially in her art, of course. Yu, an energetic girl working in Lemu who tries to at least motivate the people around. Sora, the helper of the group and provides any info that proves to be useful to the group. Why does she have so many information? Well, spoilers. Koko, small girl who's funny. But trust me if I would tell you more, but I would be spoiling you if I did. Finally, there's PP, dog. Might I say anything else? The atmosphere the game has can turn into calming, intense, relaxing, emotional at any given moment. That I give credit for. The OST also fucking rocks. Like wow. Like damn, wait, let me stop reading. I wanna dance for a bit. As for the negatives now, the game is kinda too long for its own good. It's not the length of the game that's problem, that's actually fine. It's the path you take. Sometimes the choices you make in this game, you don't even know where the fuck you actually end up in. Without an actual guide, you pretty much will get lost easily since the game utilizes a point type system, except for Sara's route in Shonen's POV. Also, when you play it for the second, third, fourth and fifth time, it's just so exhausting to go read all of the events that happen even if something new does happen. Like, bro, we get it. They play hide and seek in all occasions for both point of views. I do not give a fuck. Anyways, in conclusion, Ever 17 is a great visual novel that utilizes its atmosphere and characters to tell a great story of what is going on. It has a great soundtrack too, but sometimes it just gets a bit too ahead of itself at times. Overall, I would give Ever 17 an. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, share, or subscribe. It would mean a lot. Now, I've been also thinking of doing a full analysis on this game, like a retrospective video where I break down each route, analyze the characters and the events that happen in the game. But I don't know how that will go. Please comment if I should do something like that. And as always, I'll see you in the next video.